Hello my dear students, welcome to computer science class. Let us continue with our chapter input, output and memory devices. In today's video class, let us discuss about the different types of impact printers and the different types of non-impact printers. Before we proceed, let us have a quick glance on the previous topic, that is, what is printer. Printer is an output device that produces the text or the images onto the physical medium such as paper. And we know that there are two types of printers. One is the impact, the other one is the non-impact. So what are these impact printers? Impact printers print by striking the device against the ink ribbon. So they actually use the metal pins known as print head. So print head will strike an inked ribbon that has been placed within the print head and the paper. So these metal pins will make a contact to the paper, whether in order to produce the text or the images. So these impact printers produces an image or the text, by striking mechanism. Therefore they are very noisy. But these impact printers, they are very robust in the sense they are very strong. The failures will be very less. The problems which may occur for the printers are very negligible here comparatively to the non-impact printers. So therefore they are very robust and they are very low cost. Therefore they are extensively used in the bulk printing. So bulk printing in the sense where we want the more number of printouts at the same time, carbon copies. So that is what is the bulk printing, huge number of printing if you want. Then they can print for multiple copies. Multiple copies means they are able to generate the carbon copies. Say for an example, once if you are giving, like if it is a dot matrix printer, if you give one printout of the dot matrix printer, automatically by default it will generate at least 3 carbon copies. It may generate. Now we are having the high-end printers also. At a time more than 3 carbon copies also you may get it. Alright. So they are able to support for the multiple copies, but they do not support for any kind of transparencies. Like means if you want to print onto the plastic or the glass, these impact printers doesn't support for it. Here the speed is measured in terms of character per second. Alright. Now what we had discussed under the non-impact printers are those printers actually herein the ink is being stored in the printer cartridges. So they make use of the cartridges and the flow of this ink will be actually controlled by the processor. So these printers are much more faster. They can print the color printouts, you may get it, which they may support for different font size, etc. So these impact printers doesn't have any kind of striking mechanism, hence they are very quite comparatively to the impact printers. Alright, but they have the ability to change the typeface automatically, in the sense they can support for different font, different size, different style. Alright, so these printers produces a very high quality graphics and they do also support for the transparency. So as I said, transparency in the sense if you want to have a glass printing. Alright, here what happens, they are not used for the multi-part printing for the multi-part forms. That means they are not extensively used to generate the carbon copies. Alright, and then here quality has been measured in terms of dots per inches. I repeat, quality is measured in terms of dot per inches and the speed is calculated by in terms of pages per minute, and it also supports different kinds of paper sizes like A4, A3, A2, A0 and jumbo size. Now let us discuss their examples one by one. The first we are going to discuss about the impact printers. Herein we are going to discuss about the line printers. So what are these line printers? What is its speed? Where exactly these line printers are used? So these line printers are very high speed printers that are capable of printing the entire line at a time. So herein they can print around 150 to 3000 lines per minute. 150 to 3000 lines per minute they are capable of printing. Therefore, they can print a very large volume of text very fast comparatively to the any other printers. and they are extensively used to have the multi-part stationaries to prepare the copies of the document. So multi-part stationaries in the sense they're extensively used in generating the carbon copies. That is what is multi-part stationaries. So these printers are actually nowadays the high-end printers are also we are having normally average speeds around 150 to 3000 lines per minute. If at all, if the print speed is around 600 lines per minute, if you are having approximately, it can print around 10 pages per minute it can print. So these line printers are being extensively used in the data centers. They are used in the industrial environments that are extensively using for the multi-part stationaries. These line printers, they do also have certain limitations. So what are its limitations? They cannot print any kind of graphics, okay, and they do support only form of one font only it can support. It cannot, in a same page you cannot have more than one font like Times New Roman, Calibri, Arial. No, only one font style it will support. And here the print quality is comparatively little bit low, and they are very noisy to operate because they are using some striking mechanism here in the line printer. So this is all about the line printers. Alright, so now let us discuss the next type of the printer, that is dot matrix printers. The dot matrix printers are usually being referred as the serial printers. Why they are being referred as serial printers? Because you can see here at a time 8 to 14 pins, okay, they can make a points at a time onto the paper with a print head moving across the entire line. That means what? They are able to print the text by having closely placing those dots, and at a time how many points it can make, how many dots it can make is around 8 to, that is 14 points at a time it can make. Alright, you can see this letter, it is A. So A is been arranged in terms of rows and columns, okay, that is 9 into 7 matrix, it is in the form of matrix it has been arranged. So these are the metal pins, okay, these pins will strike the third column. Now it is striking the third column. Already it has completed with the printing with the first and second column it has completed. Okay, you can see that has been shaded with a pink color. Now this is the where exactly the third column is getting printed here. So they will closely place these dots. We feel that it is actually one line, one letter it is, where it is being printed like as a line, but no. So they will place those dots such a closely that we feel it is a continuous line actually. I hope you are able to understand. So these dot matrix will print by placing the dots very closely. Therefore, and it will print across the entire line. These print heads will move across the entire line. So therefore, the dot matrix printer is being considered as the serial printer. Alright. So they are comparatively very slow here. What is its printing speed is around 300 characters per second. Okay, 300 character per second. Nowadays we are getting the higher end dot matrix, maybe up to 700 character per second it is supporting, and they are also extensively used in the multi-part stationaries to prepare the multiple or the carbon copies of the same document. Suppose when you give a printout from the dot matrix, it will generate one printout, along with that 3 carbon copies also it will give you. Therefore they are extensively used for the generating the carbon copies. I hope you are able to understand the concept of the dot matrix printer. You can see here one of the example as, see, this is your railway reservation platform ticket it is. So if you are able to observe here, actually this whatever content you are seeing, these are not the lines. These are actually the dots which are being placed so closely that we feel actually this is an entire it is a line actually, but it is not so. Okay, so these are being extensively used in the railway reservations. Okay, wherever you extensively make use of carbon copies, there actually the dot matrix printers are extensively used because they are very less expensive comparatively to the impact that is non-impact printers. Alright, now let us discuss with the examples of the non-impact printers. The first printer here we are going to discuss about the thermal printers. So these thermal printers will produce images by pushing the electrically heated pins against the special heat sensitive paper. So I think you have observed after having an on ATM transaction, you are getting one slip, right? Your balance slip you are getting. So if you are able to see, the texture of that particular paper is very soft, right? It's a creamy texture it is having. So such kinds of papers are being used for the printing, to get the printout from these thermal printers. So those are the heat sensitive printers, actually the heat sensitive papers they are. So here we are able to produce the image by pushing those electrically heated pins against the special heated sensitive paper, and the print quality is very poor in case of thermal printers, because here whatever the print we are having onto the paper, it may fade after a week or two. Okay, so therefore these thermal printers have a very poor quality of prints, and but they are being extensively used in the fax machines, they are extensively used in the calculators, they are extensively used in the ATM machines, they are extensively used in the public transport, okay, healthcare. So these are the few of the examples where we are using the thermal printers. Usually your 250 millimeter per second dots it can print, 250 millimeter per second it can print, approximately around 2000 lines per second it can able to print. Now let us move on to the next type of printer, that is the laser printer. Okay, so actually laser stands for light amplification by simulated emission of radiation. These actually laser printers, okay, they make use of the laser beam and dry powdered ink in order to produce a pattern onto your page. I repeat, they use the laser beam and dry powdered ink in order to produce a image onto the paper. They provide a very good quality of graphics. Okay, the resolution of these laser printers is in terms of dot per inches, wherein upon 300 dot per inches at the lower end, and we are getting around 1200 dot per inches. The higher the dots, we are getting, the more the resolution of these printers we are able to get. All right, so these are the laser printers are the one of the fastest color printers. They also support for the monochrome output also. Monochrome output in the sense they also give you the printouts of color, black and white, plus they are also supporting for the color printers. So approximately, if at all if it is monochrome output, if you want around 200 pages per minute it will give, per minute it can print 200 per minute it can print around 12,000 for 1 hour, 12,000 pages for 1 hour approximately, I am telling, depending upon which kinds of laser printers you are using. Around 12,000 pages for 1 hour it can print. Okay, similarly, if at all if it is color printer, around 100 pages per minute it can print, around 6,000 pages per hour it can print. So this is how we are having the different kinds of speed in terms of the laser printers. Now let us move on to the next one, that is the inkjet printers. So these inkjet printers, they are using color cartridges. I'll be showing you here. The inkjet printers are using the color cartridges. See here, they are using the color cartridges cyan, magenta, yellow. They will combine all these three colors and then they will create the different color fonts. Okay, suppose if you want a black and white, for a monochrome output they are using a single black cartridge also they are able to use. So therefore these inkjet printers use the color cartridges which combines the cyan, magenta and yellow in order to create the different color fonts, and they are using extensively the black cartridges in order to get the monochrome output. So how these printers will provide you the prints is, it will work by spraying the ionizing ink at a sheet of paper. It will use this ink, okay, the ionizing ink, it will spray it onto the paper. Here it prints one line at a time, it is able to print, and print quality is very high, but it is quite little bit slower comparatively to the laser printer, where its speed is about 100 characters per second. So if at all if it is a color printer, approximately 1 to 20 pages per minute it can print, if at all if it is a color printer. Otherwise typically it is about 100 characters per second it can print. So this is all about the printers, we have seen the examples of the impact printers are the line printers and the dot matrix, and the examples of non-impact are the thermal, laser and the inkjet printers. Now we shall discuss about the plotters. So what are these plotters and where we are using these plotters? So herein the plotters is a special output device that is designed to produce very sharp qualities of graphics, okay, and a very large sized of graphics by using the different color schemes. Suppose if you want to have for banners, okay, suppose if you want to have a blueprint of any buildings, okay, if you want to create some banners and all, there you are using the plotters. Whereas in inkjet printers, previously what we have discussed, suppose if you want to have a posters if you want to generate, or if you want to have the magazines if you want to print, then you can go for the inkjet printers. Therein around up to 300 dot per inches to 700 dot per inches the resolution of that inkjet printer could be. Whereas in case of plotter, suppose if big banners if you want to print, then these plotters are extensively used because they produce a very sharp kind of quality of graphics they will able to generate. Now what is the difference between a printer and a plotter is, see, plotters make use of different color pens, okay, they use a different color pens in order to draw a single line. Actually they will draw the lines by using these colored pens, okay. Whereas in case of printers, we have seen they will simulate, they are able to provide a printing by simulating the lines, by placing those dots very closely. A series of dots will be closed very closely so that we think that is one line. But whereas in case of plotters, they use the color pens in order to draw the continuous lines, whereas printers, they will place those dots so closely we feel that it is a line actually. So this is a difference here in case of plotters and the printers. And these plotters, as I said, they use a multicolor plotter, plotters use the different colors of pens in order to draw the lines. So where exactly these plotters are used? These plotters are used extensively in the engineering applications where precision is mandatory, like to draw the blueprint of the buildings, in the architectural blueprints and all. These extensively, posters, banners if you are having, then plotters are been extensively used. But these plotters are quite expensive than the printers, okay. So this is all about the plotters. Now we shall discuss about the another output device, that is about the speakers. Now these speakers, as we know, it is one of the output device. Actually these speakers, whatever the input you are giving, whether the input might be in the form of analog or the digital signals, they will get converted into the audible frequency. What is this audible frequency? Audible frequency is nothing but where human can able to hear the sound. So in certain frequency the sound signals will be. So that is what is audible frequency. So here the input might be analog or the digital. I think already in the previous chapter overview of computer, there I have shown how the analog signals and how the digital signals will be. So irrespective of whatever the signals you are giving, it will convert into the audible frequency by the speakers, and based upon that it will produce the voice output. So the voice output will maybe, here it will be audio form, isn't it? So here these speakers makes use of a speech synthesizer software. Actually they make use of the speech synthesizer software. What is this? It actually translates the text information into the audio information, okay, wherein it might be extensively used in the voice embedded systems and all. So this speaker will make use of a speech synthesizer software, okay, that will provide, that the computer can provide the voice output out of the speakers. Now these are extensively used in the banks, automatic telephone inquiry systems we are using the airlines, we are using the schools and colleges, shops and all to make the announcements, whatever it is, we are using the voice output in all these applications. Alright, now through the speakers we can even hear the music, songs, okay. Then the development of these speakers actually has given rise to the track system of the output sound. You can see here the development of these speakers have given the rise to the track system. Okay, so that means what? We, for example, we are having namely like 2.1 or 5.1 configuration. This 2.1 actually indicates the position of the speakers and the tracking system. That means 2.1 in the sense we are having 2 speakers and 1 subwoofer. 5.1 indicates what? 5 speakers with 1 subwoofer. So what is this subwoofer? Why we need it? So it is the one which will reproduce the low pitched audio frequency sounds. Okay, suppose if any if any signals are having low pitch, then that will not be audible to the one who is listening to the songs. Okay, so what happens if you are using the subwoofers? Every music, every background music, whatever different kinds of music you are having, if any signals, if it is low pitched, it will be reproduced, and every short notations of sound signals you will be able to hear through the speakers. So for that we are using the subwoofer. So the development of the speaker has given rise to the track system of the output system. We have the other form, like we also have the Walkman speakers. So Walkman speakers, okay, will be having very less watts, and it has been measured in terms of decibels here. So these are very small size, okay, Walkman speakers, wherein we have the speakers now. Today modern speakers, we are having the subwoofer with the 2, 3 or 4 with those subwoofers also. Speakers are also available. So these are the output devices that we have discussed. Okay, so we have discussed about the printer, its classification. We have seen the different types of printers based upon the impact and the non-impact printers. Then we have discussed about that is plotter and the speaker. So you can expect 5 marks question here. What is a printer? And explain the different types of non-impact printers. Or you may directly explain the different types of impact and the non-impact printers. Okay, and you may write a short note on the speakers and the plotter. Then they may ask you 1 marks question. What's the difference between a printer and a plotter? So today we have completed with these topics. We shall discuss the next topics in our next video class. Thank you, students.